The last presenter is Amy Schumer. Amy has proven herself as one of the entertainment industry's leading forces as a stand-up comedian, actress, writer, producer, and director. Amy is the creator, star, writer, and executive producer of the award-winning Inside Amy Schumer, which won the 2015 Writers Guild Award for Best Comedy Variety Sketch Series. In 2015, the show was honored with the first ever Emmy Award for Outstanding Sketch Series, and she let me on a couple episodes, so that's another reason why it's so great. Schumer's first book, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo, continues to live on the New York Times bestseller list. Was that me? Oh. Additionally, the book earned her a 2017 Grammy nomination for Best Spoken Word Album. Schumer can currently be seen on the big screen in Snatched, and this fall in the film Thank You for Your Service. For her film Trainwreck, Amy was nominated for 2 Golden Globes, including Best Actress and Best Picture. She won the Critics' Choice Award for the Best Actress in a Comedy and was nominated for a Writers Guild Award. She was also honored by BAFTA with the Charlie Chaplin Britannia Award for Excellence in Comedy. Schumer's latest one-hour comedy special, titled The Leather Special, is currently streaming on Netflix. Please welcome Amy Schumer.
Thank you, guys. This is so cool. I'm so honored that that I get to honor you, Kyra. I get really nervous speaking in public. It's a joke. Okay. No, but I really am I'm just so grateful to get the chance to honor Kyra Panchenko. Especially since she has such an insane pool of actresses to choose from. I was kind of trying to figure out if I was her first choice, you know? Like, oh, does Nicole Kidman busy or what? Because she works with these actresses over and over again. You know, Laura Dern, Naomi Watts, Uma Thurman, Kidman, and she blew me away in so many of her projects. But in The Girl on the Train, she did Emily Blunt, and I still really believe that she used my skin to model Emily's alcoholic skin after. I believe that, Kyra, and because she was, yeah, this will be a really flattering angle. Like, can you, like we're women supporting each other. Like, can we? Come out, supporting each other. Yeah. Good. The alt-right trolls will definitely use this as a meme. So, and you know, Kyra's worked with all these amazingly incredible actresses and has such a body of work to be proud of. Her IMDb's crazy. And working with all these women, I feel like all these beautiful women led her to her destiny, working with the most beautiful of all, me. I don't know, it's just, like, they're pretty, but are they, like, movie pretty? I've learned a lot working with Kyra. We did 2 movies together, and then we did 2 seasons of my TV show together. And she's meticulous. I mean, every little detail, something you're like, are you crazy that you noticed that? No one else would have ever noticed it. And she's so good across the board, but especially with continuity. She, in the movie Snatched, my character, has a lot of mud and blood all over her and her knees, and even though I would repeatedly tell Kyra, this is a tight shot of just my eyes, she'd be like, I think we're gonna catch a piece of your knees, and then said, all right, Your eyes will like know that this on your knees. The truth is, Kyra changed how I feel about myself. Going in to shoot Trainwreck, I'd never been in a movie before, and playing the romantic lead that the guy is supposed to fall in love with, you know, I didn't know if I had a place there and if I had a right to be playing this woman. And Kyra, she really had my back, and she made me feel, her words and her actions, what she did, it made me not only feel confident, but I felt really beautiful in that movie, and I still looked like myself. And she would take pictures of the monitor, and she'd come over and she'd say, "See? Do you see?" And I go, "Oh, okay." Yeah. A little, I guess a little. I really love watching Kyra with the DPs, with the directors of photography, because, yeah, is that Nikki? I heard Nikki's laugh, yeah. It's so cool because as somebody, when you're first on sets, you don't really know what your authority is and and then you realize that, like, sometimes nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, you know? And so you can't give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You need to protect your own work. And so I would see her fighting with the DPs for me because there can be bad lighting. Like you think tonight, babe. And the less experienced DPs you see, and when Kyra, she'd go to the monitor and they'd just be like, "Oh, God," you know. But the more knowledgeable directors were grateful and knew that she was covering their asses too, and that they would collaborate. And watching her collaborate at that level gave me the confidence to speak up more on set, and because I felt like I had value and something to say. Everything that we've done together, when I look at myself on camera, I feel beautiful, I feel well lit, and that is all because of Kyra. And to have the confidence that somebody has your back like that, that really frees you up to just perform and not worry about it. I know that she's got me, and she's in my corner, and she knows that I'm in hers. And she's a really good friend. You know, I've never really spoken at one of these things, and my dress is like a little like a bridesmaid's dress, so I feel a little like I'm just like giving you I just went to a wedding, and it feels like, Kyra's amazing. So I don't know if this is like inappropriate stuff, but I'm just gonna say it, because it's my chance to honor you, because I love you, bitch. Like, you know I love you. She's there, and if you need support or just somebody to drink with, and you've like 3 hours left, but you're like, it's like Friday, we can start. And you know, it's just she's my friend, and I love sharing my life with her and telling her everything going on. Hi, Rosario. And I love that she shares her life with me. Like, we all know that she should be sleeping with her wonderful husband Igor more, but she's very withholding sexually, and it's not cool, and we yell at her about that. So we get to share in that, and we get to share in, and I apologize for saying this in front of Ziggy, her amazing son, who we're all getting to see grow up into this kind, sweet, cool, talented gentleman. Sig. And when I first met Kyra, I was on this set, and the guy doing my hair thought it was like a cool thing to burn me all the time with a curling iron, and and like kind of laugh about it. And I was like, just like me. And also to make my hair look deeply insane. And Kyra and I would sometimes leave the trailer crying, and she would come find me, and she would redo my whole face, and also even like lend a hand to the hair. I'm sorry, union people. But like it looked nuts. It looked nuts. So what I'm saying is I felt very supported and loved, and I love her so much. And she's made me look like red carpet ready, where I feel great. And also on my TV show, the things that she's had to do are honestly just not even cool. Like, you know, the cuts, bruises. But I've had to be just ahead a couple times, and I had to do that thing where my nose was sewn to my arm, like from the nick. Yeah. Anyway, we can just talk about this kind of on our own later. She's the hardest worker I know. She's always there. She's the first one on set. That's crazy. That's stupid. It's the guys rigging things. You're not there when the riggers are there, but you know what? I bet there's like a lot of people that get there before you. So just forget that part. Now that I'm really like unpacking it, it's probably. But she's always there before me. I mean, you could get there 1 second before me. How would I know? What am I doing? But the trailer's always ready with nice music on, and she'll have coconut oil or whatever new thing she's putting in people's coffee. And she's the last one to leave at night. Like nights where we were shooting forever, and she could just see like that I wasn't doing great. She'd be like, "Why don't you stay, and I'll give you like a treatment," or maybe just because my skin wasn't good, but still, just for whatever you need, you know. And I got really sick when we were filming this movie in Hawaii last summer, and you know, she just sees what you need. She just like just rub your hand or give you a little massage and just hug you when you need it, but she always drops her brushes. Kim and I, she always and we just laugh so hard every time. Oh God, just dropping them. Anyway, the last thing I want to say is that we did a really great practical joke together when she wanted to dye my eyebrows because I'm like kind of albino, and so it's like everybody was like, I don't know, Aim, and I was like, Kyra's got me, like I trust her, and they looked fine. But while we were up, and we were gonna all just hang out that night and like have dinner and drink, and I was like, can you draw in my eyebrows like crazy thick, and we'll just act and we'll see what people do. And so and so she just gave me 2 caterpillars, like, and we got it together, and she actually turned out to be a great actress because we went downstairs and my own sister was like, Everyone lied. They were like, okay. And Robin, he was like, he said it'll fade a little bit, it'll fade a little bit. Just everybody was, and we just died laughing. It was the best. So anyway, Kyra, and I love that you're outspoken and that you stand up for what you believe in. You're such a great mother. You're a great wife, except for the way that we discussed. And you are my friend. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so honored to get to honor you. I love you, and I've got your back forever. Let's take a look at some of this genius's work.
Let's get ridiculous!
I didn't really know I wanted to be a makeup artist, I think, until I moved to New York. I actually wanted to do skincare, be a facialist, an esthetician. And then I was introduced to Bobby Brown through a friend, and Bobby said, I'm doing a show, bring your kit, show up. And I didn't even know what that was all about.
Are you guys ready to have some fun?
I brought this little vintage suitcase filled with all my little makeups that I had, and I think Bobby took one look at it and said, use my stuff. Just stand here and use my stuff. So that's how I kind of started. A friend of mine who was a DP called and said, hey, can you come and do some makeup for this actress who's being a little difficult?
It's not easy for any of us, Jana.
Here I am on a film that I thought I was just gonna work on for a couple days. But it turned out the other makeup artist decided not to continue, and there I was doing a film. And everything that you can imagine happened in that film. I had slit throats and reverse aging, period, and I was literally grabbing things off of the craft service table. And I met an amazing person, Michael Adati, who got on the phone with me and just said, this is what you do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, it'll be okay, just stay calm. And made it through.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
I'm incredibly proud of my indie work. I started working with Ethan Hawke on a few indies, and through him, I met Uma. And, you know, one day she just said, oh, I'm gonna introduce you to my friend Quentin. It was with her that I walked on my first Hollywood film lot, and I was like, it's taken a few years, but this is amazing. And I owe that to Uma because she trusted me. We collaborated for many, many years together. And from there, I went on to do people like Jodie Foster, who wanted to look like Uma for the film Inside Man. So she's like, who does Uma's makeup? And right after that, Nicole Kidman. And it just, you know, went on and on. So I've been quite fortunate.
Oh!
I did Inside Amy Schumer. It was a lot of fun because it was definitely something that was very challenging. And she was like, okay, today I'm gonna be an old woman. And we're not using any prosthetics. You're just gonna have to do whatever you can do in about 15 minutes, you know. My painting skills come in handy with that, so I ended up painting age spots. And the wig, of course, in the wardrobe helps a lot. When I worked with Emily Blunt for The Girl on the Train, I had to make this beautiful actress look pretty roughed up and pretty bad alcoholic. I ended up getting plumpers that go on the inside of her mouth to fill out her cheeks a little bit. I ended up doing a lot of different contacts, different levels of being drunk. I actually hand painted all the rosacea, which would come and go. So sometimes, you know, she'd be just starting out drinking, and other times she would be, you know, really heavily drunk. Julie and Julia was one of the films that I department headed. It was a lot of fun because it was a period and present day, so we were switching back and forth. It's a lot of research. You look at the period of the 50s and the 40s, and you collaborate with the designer, who was Anne Roth. And I loved hearing what she thought each character should look like, so it was a nice collaboration.
Bon appetit!
It's a lovely relationship because when we're in the trailer with especially just doing one person, it's a place where they come first thing in the morning when they crawl out of bed. They kind of land in your chair. It's their only time to get focused, be zen before they get thrown onto the set. We're just there to help the process and be there for them when they need somebody to kind of feel safe with. It's usually their hair and makeup people, I would say.
Girl, you don't need makeup. You're perfect when you wake up. Just walk around like that all day. Wipe that goof off of your face. I'll take you to a special place. It's something that I've got to say. Wipe it off. Wipe it up. Wipe it off. Wipe it up. Girl, you do need makeup. Lots and lots of makeup. Think of a clown and then work your way back. You are great except your face, girl. So don't take off your makeup. Wear it when you sleep and swear. We met someone else, we're out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyra Panchenko. You want me to hold it or you got it? Okay.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. It's so awesome to be here tonight. I'd first like to thank New York Women in Film and Television for putting together this great event to honor women in our industry. And congratulations to the other honorees tonight. Melissa and I have worked together many, many years ago, so it was so great to see her. I also don't think I'd really be here tonight unless Amy and Uma and some of my ladies trusted me enough to give me these opportunities, and I feel so fortunate. And I would like to thank, Uma, Nicole, Naomi, Jody, Kim Cattrall, and especially Amy. You were my absolute first choice. Within a second. I didn't even think twice about it. No one I could think of to be more grateful to have here with me tonight. I have so much fun working with you. God, I mean, just, trying to keep up with her it's incredible. And I'm very restricted on what I can do and what I can't do. So, you taught me to think fast on my toes and to try to keep up with you, and I love every minute of it. You are such an incredible talent, and I love you, and I couldn't think of a better person to work with. To my fellow makeup artist friends, my loud beauties out there, my mentors over the years, Bobby Brown, Sonia Kashuk, Michael Adati, V. Neal, my girls from the Sex and the City crew, all my close friends who are here tonight, Nikki, Carrie, Rose, Rosemary. I saw a few of you, and I know I'm missing you, but you're some of my best friends for more than 10 years, 15, even 20 years. Thank you so much for all your good advice over the years and all your support. We really look out for each other, don't we? Yeah, we really have each other's back. We recommend each other. When Nikki couldn't do Trainwreck, she's the one that turned me on to Amy. That's my friend Nikki, one of my best friends. So we share the work. We recommend each other, and we really do look out for each other. It's been so wonderful working alongside of so many talented people, and I'm so fortunate to know you. Thank you to my family. I really couldn't do this without the support of my sister, who's my best friend, her husband, John. My dad is here tonight, who's always jumping in at last minute. Dad, you need to get here now. Like, okay, he jumps, runs, he never complains. Igor, who actually wrote typed up my thing, but do you notice how big, I said, can you just make it a little big? And he made it but thank you. I appreciate it, I really do. But it's a little crazy. And everything I do is for Ziggy. It's for my number one. I really want you to be proud of your mom. And I remember during Trainwreck, we got pulled in with a whole group of men, saying, okay, let's look at dailies and, and all these. I was in a room with the director and this and that, and they're like, okay, so, we're gonna, fix this, and we have to look at, we have to light things differently. And I said, no, she looks great. She looks great. Her makeup is no different from that scene to that scene. She's not lit properly. And no one liked me in that room. The DP begged to differ. He had a big problem with me after that. But honestly, at the end, he did come up and say, I learned a lot. And I just said, we need to be friends. We need, we're all here to make our leading lady look as beautiful as she can. And I always love my DPs, so I really work hard and work with them. And anyway, so thank you. And lastly, and most important, the woman, who my mom, who pretty much taught me, I guess she was the first makeup artist that taught me. She would have loved to be here tonight, and I miss her. And anyway, but I know she's proud, and thank you. Thank you so much. All right.